Hey, Dan Cucimilla here with NorCal Sports Network with a video on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the possibility or the wishful thinking of him becoming a San Francisco Giant. Before we get into this video, let us thank our sponsor, Chapman Law Group. Check them out in the description of the video. And if everyone would give this a like and subscribe, would really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I know this is a pipe dream and wishful thinking, but if I were running the San Francisco Giants, I would try to make a blockbuster deal and go out and get Vladdy Guerrero Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays. And yes, I am wearing his dad's cap when he played with the Montreal Expos. And if you compare the two's careers, Vladdy Sr. at this point versus Vladdy Jr., pretty similar. More home runs, more stolen bases for Sr., but not a ton more home runs. Vladdy Sr. hit a home run every 20 at-bats or so in his career, and Vladdy Jr. is hitting a home run about every 22 at-bats. So pretty similar. Also, Vladdy Sr. struck out less, 10.8% of the time to Vladdy Jr.'s 15.5. But 15.5 in today's game with all the firepower and the velocity that guys are throwing is pretty darn good, considering when most of the Giants last year, except Jung-Hoo Lee, had a strikeout rate of over 20%, with several over 25%. So Vladdy bringing that down to 15.5 with his power, he would fit in perfectly at first base until Bryce Eldridge comes. And then what do you do when Eldridge comes up? Well, maybe you have Vladdy at first base for a couple of years and Bryce is playing an outfield position, or they're sharing DH, whatever it might be. But I would go out and trade for Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And why do I say that? It's because the Giants don't have a first baseman that is a position where you want power. Vladdy had last year had an excellent year, 30 home runs, had a WAR of over 6, according to Baseball Reference. With Fangraphs, the WAR is even higher. He batted .323, had 103 RBIs, an on-base percentage of almost 400, 396, slugging .544, an OPS of 940, and an OPS plus of 166. A lot of those were career highs. Now he's had more homers. In 21, he hit 48 home runs and had 32 in 22. But last year, Vladdy hit for the best average of his career and had he did in 21 have an OPS plus of 167. Last year 166. Now, what would it take to get Vladdy? I really don't know what it would take, but I kind of was playing with some numbers and came up with some possible trades. Okay, some possible trades I was looking at for Vladdy to come to the Giants. And let me just pull up that screen and I will show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, when you look at the surplus, this is a website, Baseball Trade Values, and it's not exact to a science, but the surplus is something that you really, really look at when it comes to trades. And I said, if the Giants really want to compete, you can actually turn this team into a very competitive team in the 25 season. It looks like the Blue Jays may be trying to do a rebuild. They got Bichette and Vladdy both looking to go into free agency after this year. They've been making offers at $350 million, supposedly, we're hearing, to Vladdy, and Vladdy's camp said $450, so they're roughly $100 million off. Not sure if the Blue Jays were trying to, lowball Vladdy there or what they're trying to do, if they will come to an agreement. But why not offer the Blue Jays some young talent and some starting pitching, which they will need, and some position players. So I'm proposing that the Giants trade young lefty Kyle Harrison, who's major league ready, obviously, Grant McCray, who had a little stint last year up with the big club, he's got, 4 of the 5 tools. He just needs to hit for average. He's got speed, he's got power, he's got a good arm. Look, McCray's got talent, but I don't know where the Giants are going to play him. Dakota Jordan, another guy. He's their 4th ranked prospect. Wade Meckler is their 15th. Maui Ahuna is their 10th ranked prospect. And then throwing in Mason Black as well. And you get Vladdy and Kevin Gausman. Now you have 3 pitchers that can compete. You've got Logan Webb at the top of the rotation, Robbie Ray, Kevin Gausman. Those 3 right there could really propel the Giants into a wild card team. And then, of course, you've got Verlander, who can give you some innings. You've got Hayden Birdsong, plus Landon Roop is a backup. Giants need to go get some stars. They have no stars. And Vladdy Guerrero Jr. would be an instant star. And you know what I would do? After I traded for him, I would throw the kitchen sink at him to try and sign him. I would offer him, he's only going to be 26 years old. He turns 26 on March 16th. So he will be 26 years old the entire season. So he turns roughly 26 just a few days before opening day or a week or two before opening day. Why not play him till 38 years of age, 12-year contract, $500 million. It's a little over $41 million a year. And that contract will get actually cheaper as it gets in the later years because the value of money, 41, just like Kevin Gausman, he's $22 million a year. How does that sound for a top of the, Gausman's probably more like a 2 or 3 now as opposed to a 1, but he's still got some stuff left in the tank, and he fits perfectly with Matt Chapman and Willy Adames in a good infield because of that cutter, that cut fastball that produces ground balls for Kevin Gausman. So I think this would be a great trade for the San Francisco Giants, and it would put them in a very competitive situation for the 25 season. I don't know what the Giants are really doing. If you're signing Matt Chapman and Willy Adames, you say you're not rebuilding. It says you're ready to compete. So why not make some trades, guys? Get bold. Go figure out what it would take to get Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Kevin Gausman from the Toronto Blue Jays. Make it work. I just threw out, 6 players there? Harrison, McCray, Jordan, Meckler, Black, and Ahuna. Look, Grant McCray's one of their top prospects. Jordan is 4th. Meckler is 15th. And Black is 10th. But, trade values don't have much on Meckler and Black and Ahuna. So tells me I don't know if they really value the Giants farm system. So not sure if the Blue Jays would even go for this. Maybe, Eldridge to me is off limits, not trading Bryce Eldridge. But Vladdy Guerrero Jr., guys, Giants should be talking to him. Hopefully they are. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts on this. We do value the comments. We do try to read the comments. And also, sports fans, if you are ready to take your passion for the game to the next level, we have just recently gained a sponsor with Better Picks, BETR. You can download them on your phone. BETR, the ultimate way to play fantasy sports and win big. And if you sign up using the promo code NCSN, that's NCSN, you will get a first entry match of $250, win or lose, plus a free pick to get you started. So don't miss out on this great opportunity with BETR. Go ahead and look them up on your app and sign up and put in the code NCSN and get up to $250 match. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. Again, tell us what you think in the comments below. We do read them and we do try to respond to as many as possible. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a great day. Take care.